Change in scenery. Why do we all need a change in scenery? What's so powerful about a change in scenery? Well, let me tell you what's so powerful about a change in scenery. When you change, you get to step back and see everything you did wrong. That way you could create this better you. When you're able to create this better you, you're able to create this better situation for yourself. You see, it's a lot better when you step back and look at all the wrong moves. That way you can fix those mistakes. But when you try to go through them, not looking back or trying to look back and go through at the same time, you're going to miss something. And that something you're going to miss is going to be very important. You don't want to miss that very important step. You never want to miss that very important step, because that might be what changes you. That might be what gives you that outcome that you've been wanting. So me, I was born and raised in New York. I moved to Stanford. I got to be able to step back and see what was going on, that I couldn't succeed or even start up my first website. Yes, I was able to buy the tools for it, but I wasn't able to set up my first website. All right. Well, I was able to get my first website once I moved to Stanford. Once I saw this change in scenery. Once I saw that, it was a different ball game. It was a lot easier for me. It was a new school, new people. I was able to interact with people that were new. So you see, you want to change in scenery. And even if you can't move, because that is a very expensive way to change sceneries, go to a different area constantly. If you live in New York, try to go to downtown as much as possible. Try to be in situations and things where you can go downtown. My cousin told me about this smart thing. Go to yoga classes. Go to the gym downtown. Do new things downtown. Walk around downtown. Go get some coffee. And just try to speak and interact with the people there, because it's not going to make you weird. People already do it. And you see, that's going to cost you the benefit of being able to network. Because you're meeting all these new people, one of them is going to be interested in what you're interested in. And let's say you don't live in New York. Everywhere you live has some place close. Boston is pretty big. New York, we already went through that. You can go to Florida, California, Texas. All these areas are pretty big. And if you feel like where you are, there is no place, there is no place where you can be or meet new people. Go on trips. Find things that'll force you to meet new people. You see, to succeed, you're going to have to want to move out of your comfort zone. And if that comfort zone is being trapped inside your house, you're going to have to move out of being trapped inside your house. And if you feel like you don't have enough money to go take a plane, go on a road trip. There's many ways you could save up for a year. There's many ways that you could create this plan to better yourself. If not, you could make plans with yourself, a whole year plan, 5-year plan, 3-year plan to save up to then move on to these places. Because success isn't overnight. It's going to take you multiple months, years, however long it takes to be successful. So yeah, it's fine if you have to make a 5-year plan to have enough money to move and all this other stuff to, let's say, California. It's okay, because then the end game here is you're going to be able to meet and network with these new people. It doesn't matter if you're 40, because at the end of the day, that is your prime. Whether you want it when you're 20, your prime is really 40. So whatever you get when you're 20, if you keep on playing these cards right and you keep on seeing what you're messing up on and you're trying to fix it and you do fix it, by the time you're 40, you'll have it. And if you don't when you're 50, 60, who knows? But a lot of people out here become successful when they're very old. So yeah, keep playing the lottery of life. Eventually, you're going to win. Eventually, you're going to see what you've been doing wrong all these times, and you're going to finally do that big move that's going to cost you to win. It's all about strategy. It's all about plans. And when you plan it correctly, you get to be there. Law of attraction, when you believe it, you get to be there. You see, it's all about faith. Because if you put in that strong faith that in this amount of time you will be there, I promise you, in that time, or if not less, you will be there. And even if it takes more, that's because God has something better planned for you. And if you don't believe in God, well, then something is there to be better planned for you. Everybody has a purpose in life. The difference is some people find it, some people don't. And the ones that don't are the ones that stay in their comfort level of staying home. Stop it with that. The law of attraction works very weird like. It works in a way of when you feel good, it will give you good. So if you feel that the only way you're going to feel good is by escaping this place and going to a better one, make that plan, organize it, create it, live it, breathe it, believe it, and you will be there living the plan that you already wrote down. But think of every possible outcome because you never know what could happen. And I don't want you to not think of every possible outcome and that outcome that fails happens. And then you can't bring yourself up again to be successful again. That's unfortunate. Because the thing is, you're going to be brought down millions of times. Your plans aren't always going to work because the one plan that does work is the one that's going to make you successful. So, of course, all these other plans aren't going to work because that's not the one that's going to make you successful. Maybe for your plan to work, you have to meet the right person to network with. Maybe you have to be in the right place at the right time. Maybe you have to post at the right place at the right time. Maybe you have to call the right number at this time. So, of course, all these plans aren't going to work because it's all going to be with timing because maybe what you're doing is ahead of your time. Maybe if you do it for a year longer, then people will start listening because that'll be what's going to interest them at that time. It's just like music. Your taste now might not be the same taste when you're older. Or it might stay the same taste. Who knows? But because you're into this right now,